Hey, Congressman, you heard the president's initiative on seeking the black community's vote. What's your take on it?
Well, I think he's absolutely right. There is not written anywhere that African Americans are going to vote Democratic. If you look at what the Democratic Party has done for African Americans, you'll see that they've been a loser, a losing party. What this economy has done under Donald J. Trump has lifted all ships. Everyone is benefiting from this economy. Jobs are up. The unemployment rate is the lowest it's ever been for African Americans, for Hispanics. That's what we're talking about here. There's no reason why someone should vote Democratic, whether they're African American, Hispanic, or whatever. They should not be voting Democratic.
But now you know as well as I do, Congressman, there's still a block of African American voters out there that will not, I guess, come over to the Republican side or vote on as an independent on the Republican ticket. How do you reach those folks?
Well, that's why we're here today. That's why the president came down to Atlanta to reach out and to try to explain. Just compare where you were 3 years ago to where you are today. Did you have a job 3 years ago? Do you have a job today? Are you making more than you were 3 years ago? What's the economy doing now? That's all about the economy. It's all about basic human rights, about giving Americans the opportunity to achieve. That's what the Republican Party is about.
Events like this, and do you predict there'll be more to reach out to the black community? And you yourself, Congressman, you're in a heavy Democratic community, but you win.
Yes.
So what advice, if you can give the president any, would it be?
You know, it's about policy. And I think the president is spot on with his policy. Maybe you don't agree with his procedures sometimes, but his policy, concentrate on the policy, concentrate on the economy, concentrate on our basic freedoms, our basic rights. That's what it's all about.
Switching gears, impeachment.
Yes.
What's your take on this? I mean, honestly.
Well, truthfully, this is nothing new. Ever since Donald J. Trump was inaugurated in 2016, the Democrats have been trying to take him out of office. They started with the Russian hoax. They started with his tax returns, then his properties. Now they're concentrating on this phone call between two world leaders. I've read the transcripts. I've read them twice. There's nothing there. It flows just like the conversation you would expect for it to flow. The sequence of the conversation is just like you would expect for it to be. There is nothing there. Do you realize that the Democrats have actually issued more subpoenas than they've had bills signed into laws? It just shows you their focus is not on what the American public needs. Their focus is not on lowering prescription drug prices. It's not on infrastructure. It's not on trade deals like USMCA. Instead, it's on trying to impeach this president.
What's your prediction, if you were a betting man, going to be in the next couple of months? I mean, they're moving full force ahead on hearings, et cetera, et cetera. What do you think this is going to go, Congressman?
Well, they've got the votes to pass it in the House. There's no question about that. I think they've already proven that. But when it gets to the Senate, I think it's dead on arrival.